Oh man, here we go. So I literally just got home from my bike blowing up, I think anyway. So now I'm gonna try diagnose it, I guess. Oh, to those who haven't seen me before, how you doing? I'm Cody. Okay, bye. All right, so my theory is that the top end blew because the way it died, it actually didn't even die. I just kind of like caught it before I think it was actually going to die. But I think the top end went because it kind of just like lost power. It was running really good, and then I stopped for like a minute to talk to Cam, and then all hell broke loose after that. Got back on and started it. Just like didn't feel right to me, and then I tried to give it a gas, and I was like, alright, that's definitely not right, because it just like had nothing to give, and then it just started backfiring, and I was like, alright, this is not good. Yeah, so this was honestly kind of like the worst timing ever, because I mean, I think I've tried to mention it in a video before, but I never actually did. But I'm supposed to be going to South Carolina in like a month as a riding trip. So that's gonna be fucking awesome. We're going down to like South Carolina Adventure World to ride some dirt scooters, have some fun. The first time like ever, I completely removed the gas tank. It's pretty sick. Never taken the gas tank off. I literally always just ratchet strapped it to the back fender. All I did was loosen the clamp for the airbox. Mint. Connector right there. Spark plug boot. And the coil connectors. I'm not even actually gonna take those connectors off. I'm just gonna unbolt it. It's gonna make my life a lot easier. Oh, there we go. Already dropped them both. And Shazam! Airbox is out. And voila, perfect. And we have the valve train. Figured it out. 9/16. Check out this bad Larry. It's not looking too hot. There's shit all over it. So basically, there's this little notch right there. And that's on both sides. You want those to line up with the top of this cylinder head so that you know that the piston is at the top of the cylinder, so that it doesn't have any, like, it's not in the middle of like the exhaust stroke or the intake stroke or whatever. So now we're gonna measure some shit. Alright, so what I'm gonna do basically is grab these two lovely paper towels, and I am going to split it into 4 quadrants. sick. Left intake, right intake, left exhaust, right exhaust. That way when you lay everything on the fucking thing, it's alright. Organized, it's nice, as long as everything's laid out decently, everything should be good. The valve clearance is supposed to be, on the intake we got 0.13 to 0.2 millimeters, 0.17 to 0.024 millimeters. Lovely feeler gauge looking things, because you know it's exactly what they are. Alright, so basically with Yamaha's crazy design, all of this, these are your cams. This is your intake cam right here. And this is your, I don't know why I'm doing this as like a fucking tutorial. I'm just doing this so I can do it. Yeah, I'm gonna take measurements. You got 2 valves right here and 2 valves right here. Bang bang. Measurements and shit. Front's intake, back is exhaust. Alright, intake is supposed to be 0.13, so I'm gonna start off with my lovely 0.13. Perfect, 0.13, you guys can see that now. Slide onto this shit. Yep, look at that, it fits, it's crazy. Oh my, oh, yep, it fits, it's fucking crazy. I mean, it fits. If it fits, it ships. That one's definitely not coming. We'll call that front right 0.13. Exhaust is supposed to be 0.17 to 0.02 or 0.24. So find the closest thing to 0.17. Yep, look at that. Fits. Crazy. That one fits too. Awesome. 0.23 apparently. Alright, well those don't fit, but either way it's still in spec. 0.16, 0.13 in spec. Although technically that is also in spec. But the 0.13 is like borderline in spec, so that's definitely going to get changed eventually anyway. That right there is your cam chain tensioner, but you literally just loosen that. Alright, we got the bolt out. So now basically what you want to do is grab the smallest flathead screwdriver you could ever imagine, throw it in the hole, and then you twist clockwise all the way until it stops. Clockwise until it stops. If this camera would focus, that'd be fucking awesome. And then you'll see this just get all loosey-goosey, and you're like, oh damn, that looks like a hose vagina, and you're like, yep, that's for sure. You can loosen all those bolts. Gotta get the adequate lighting for you people. Awesome. Oh my god. Going a crissy-crossy pattern, because why not? Alright, so now that those are all loosey-goosey and dunzo, what you're gonna do is you're gonna pull this shit up. Now, when doing this, there's a little retaining clip on this part closest to the cam chain. So what you're gonna wanna do is just not fucking drop it. Just lift it up carefully. Or not carefully, because there's still a bolt stuck in it. Carefully, and then you'll notice it on the bearing right now. I'm going to take that right there, this little piece, take it over here and throw it on your exhaust side. Alright, I wasn't really trying to put that much force on it, but that's what happened. Retaining clip, bam. Just grab a long ass screwdriver, throw it right in there. Believe me, you're definitely gonna want it there. And now you're just gonna take out a cam. Does not matter which one, but you will have to take the chain off of it. There we go. I got it. Fucking mint. Alright, so now just leave the screwdriver in there. Perfect. And this is my exhaust cam. Exhaust. Another way to tell if it's your exhaust is if it has the decompression thing right there. This little spring thing, all that, exhaust. Just know that. This screwdriver is going to hold the cam chain from falling down into your case. So just make sure it doesn't fall. I mean, if it does, it's not a big deal. You can just grab it with a magnet, but in my case, I don't have one of those, so not doing that. Now you have these lovely buckets, like this one. I think you can see that one. Yeah. So this is another case where a magnet would be awesome, but I don't have one of those at the very moment. So I'm gonna use needle nose pliers. Try not to score the entire bucket, but literally it'll just pop right out. And there's gonna be this little tab thing under it. It's like they don't drop it. Right inside here. There's a little tab right inside of it. If it's not inside of it, then it is literally on your valve. What's that? Right exhaust? Right exhaust. Oh shit. Alright, that little puck shim thing, it'll sit literally right where that little nipple looking thing is. Alright, left intake. And left intake. So we have our exhaust cam journal, intake cam journal, and then intake cam, and then this is our bucket organization thing. You know, remember earlier how we wrote left exhaust, left intake, and right exhaust. Then now has oil all over it, but right exhaust, left intake, and right intake. Alright, well, it's been a day or two, or a kilometer, or 3, or 7, or 11. New pots came in. What we got here? We got the nice, nothing. Nice Vertex piston. Lovely. The lovely gaskets, can't forget about those. We got an hour meter, a new spark plug, and some other goodies. I am still in the process of taking this bitch apart. Oh, I got a light now. Something you guys can actually see what I'm doing. That's pretty cool. So I took the muffler off and came across this lovely guy right here. Look at that, nice mid pipe. You definitely can't see shit, but we're moving some bolts in there. Mint. Ooh, we're chilling. 4mm, 100%. I'm just gonna stuff the paper towels in the cylinder. Awesome. We're in the fucking hole. And you can stop now. You can definitely stop now. No, that's my lock and load part. There you go. We good. Alright, it's honestly probably not a bad idea just to remove the entire cylinder chain tensioner thing together. Millimeter? Yeah. Yucky! I have also just learned that it does not matter how you take that out or put it back in. No, that it does matter. It does matter, but it tells you right on it. So, if you fuck that up, you're kind of an idiot. Like myself. Time to remove some 12mm cylinder head bolts. Mint. And there's two on the sides too. I'm sure you can't see either of those, but basically loosen those two puppies. That one and that one. Next is going to be a couple on the bottom too. These two. That one and that one. Oh, they're nuts. They're nuts, not bolts. Should probably take off the motor mount first. Literally the main connection between everything, and I forget that one. Ow. That hurt a lot. Alright, now I should be able to pull this off. There we go. Although I should probably even do the sensor first before I get yanked on it. Alright, let's put the cam chain to the cylinder. Alright, now it's on the bottom of the engine. It's tight though. Guacamole. We have eyes on the prize. Looks like one, maybe 4mm bolt. I lied, it's definitely 5. Literally like right here. Oh shit, still shit in there. I knew that. Means I can take this out. Oh, I got it. Mint. Solid. Remember, big shit goes to the front of the bike. I mean, this little dot on it also shows where it goes to the exhaust. This one. So, just know that. So, from my understanding, when installing these rings, the letter, if there is one, goes up. To my knowledge, there is no letter on these rings. Just on that top one. So, what we're gonna do, throw this bitch in the oil ring gap, which is literally the bottom one. Mint told me to avoid overlapping the ends of the oil ring, so I no longer will do that. Although I didn't do it before, but still. This one does indeed have a letter on it. TI. And that indeed goes to the top of the piston. Shit. Oh my god, I actually got the snap ring in there. Amazing. Move up the wrist pin, oil pin, fucking whatever it is, piston pin. Oh boy, not the biggest pain in the ball. I only have to figure out how I'm gonna get this circlip into that hole. I did it! Holy ravioli. Did somebody say pit stop? I heard somebody say pit stop. Oh, son of a seahorse. Damn straight. Time to install the cylinder. Throw that bitch in there. The cam chain through there. Mint! Can't forget about this one bolt that holds the entire thing on, that's important. Perfect install. Thank you for watching. Subscribe, comment, like. Okay, bye, have a good year. If you can figure out how shapes work, you'd know what I'm talking about, but you can't see it right now. And I really don't feel like showing it. I'm just trying to get my fucking bike running. Bada bing. Bada boom. might actually make sense. 10 throttle body clamp back up. You know the deal. Alright, so basically we're at the point where we can put the valve buckets back in. Those are lovely objects right there. Bam, camshafts, all them good stuff too. So what my plan was to take this right intake, which is at 0.13. It's gonna be out of spec soon anyway. What I was gonna do was change the shim, but it turns out the size that I need, all of them are already in my bike. And because I'm on tight time, I guess, because I would like to go riding this weekend, I'm gonna leave it in there. Because 0.13 for the intake technically is still in spec. But if it wasn't, let's just say it was 0.11 for your intake clearance, you go to 0.11. Oh, and then you have to figure out under these valve buckets, you'll see that little puck thing that I was talking about before, which is just this little thingy. Most of the time they'll have like a number on it. It's probably hard to see, but it says 199. Never knew anyone made a shim that size, but 199 apparently is in existence. So let's just call it 200. So installed pad number, you go from 0.11, which is what you measured, to the installed pad number of 200. And then you would just put in 195. Installed pad number 200. Move down to 195. That's when you're supposed to install. But I don't fucking have any. That's basically what I'm gonna do now. Just take my valve seat puck things and put them back in the valve that they belong in. Left intake, right intake. Left exhaust, right exhaust. Crazy how that works. Oh my god, it's like exactly how we laid it out over here. Left intake. Left eye. What shall we ever do? Valve buckets back in there. Not too much, holy fuck. Holy crap, dude, I could totally go for like a fruit roll-up right now. It sounds so fire. I think that's right. Looks good to me. Oh my god, I got it. Holy ravioli.